Alright everyone, I'm back and twisted today, and finally, after such a long time without getting one, we have a good high-risk day. There's 4,000 cape, there's already a storm with a mesocyclone. I'm not gonna be able to really reach the area in a good time because I'm in Hazleton with TIV 2 filling up gas, and we're finally back in a good day to use TIV 2 because hopefully, well, I normally have struggles with getting a good deployment time in TIV 2 because it takes so long to deploy, but hopefully we'll be good today because the tornadoes are so large that even if they shift, we should be fine. So I believe the storm is moving north, and yet is. So I want to see the motion indication on this hail core, but it doesn't look like it's gonna show it. You can see the little tip of the box here from the mesocyclone, but that's not good enough of an indicator for me. And it seems that there is a Doppler on wheels in this server since the radar is updating every 8 seconds instead of 15. And yet it's going due north, according to that little motion thing on that hail core. So hopefully we see massive tornadoes and lots of them. So for once and forever, we actually wanted it to shift, and it did. So the tornado is actually going to hopefully move onto the map now, so we can get a good intercept opportunity on it. And as you know, you can't really go off the map. So there's only a green TVS on this tornado so far, but I can't see it very well because of the hail glow, but it looks like it's there, but it looks like it's just a little bit of a stovepipe. But with this risk, I see things getting much more severe than that. Then again, this is only the first tornado of the day, and as I said in the last video, first tornado of the day is usually the weakest of the group. So it's actually shifted a lot further east, and now we're gonna have to head south on a dirt road if we want to intercept it. But as of right now, it's a yellow TVS, and we will not even need to deploy to intercept it, but I think I will deploy just in case, because I don't really want to mess up my chance at getting a successful intercept. So we're getting in the path of the tornado here, and the tornado still looks pretty weak. Now I'm gonna sit here and look for left to right motion, and it is moving right, so we're gonna need to go back north again. Oh yeah, it shifted to move due north again, and actually it's dying. It was an orange GBS when we popped on the radar, and then pretty much instantly it turned back to yellow. So we're gonna need to head that way. So if everything works out, we should be able to intercept it right here, and it's back to an orange GBS and recycled. So yep, here we are, right here in the path of the tornado. Gonna go right through, but we're not gonna need to bother deploying because the maximum wind speeds are probably gonna be around 110 miles an hour. And yeah, top speed I saw was 111, so it was 1 over what I estimated. We're in the now we exited the tornado, and it says 114 miles an hour. So that is the top wind speeds that we're going to be able to. So it's actually now a red TVS, and it is headed right for Waukesha. And it might actually widen out because it looks like it got wider after we intercepted it. So now I'm going to head north to try to get in the general area of Waukesha, but probably not exactly to Waukesha because I don't think that Waukesha's gonna get hit because this tornado will probably die first. And actually, I didn't even realize it, but there's a whole separate storm system down here with a hook at Starbuck. So that area is Well, this storm in general has a type of hook and mesocyclone and funnel that it could either wedge out, but that is very unlikely, and in all likelihood of this, it's probably just gonna die, so we're gonna head south. So this tornado now has a pink TVS. Most people are just trying to get in the path of this to intercept it, but I'm gonna head south because I see better potential in this. Actually, it just died. That's not what I expected to happen at all. So now there's not even a storm system over here, unless it's going to recycle. But, well, actually everything just faded away. There's still one little tiny thing here over Starbuck, and that might form into another storm. Well, actually now that's gone too, so we're gonna get in the path of that again. This green hail glow everywhere is just so massive. Like, I've never seen that massive of a hail horde, and it's like really green over in that area. This is one of the craziest things I've seen in this game, and it's not even in the entire storm, so that's probably why it's that big. We're barely at the edge of this storm, so that just looks crazy though. So the tornado's about to cross over the road right here, and it looks up these people are either getting lifted into the tornado or successfully intercepting it. And it looks like everyone got lifted into the tornado and died. So, that's not good. But it looks like it's definitely widened a little bit after recycling. I can't see the tornado that well though because the sun is too bright. I have to like either wait till sunset or something to actually see it. So we're here in Waukesha and everything seems to be okay. And now we're gonna try to head over here to see if we can get the path of this. We're probably gonna have to head further north if we want to do that though. And it looks like there is a new storm system in an amazing place. Well, not really amazing. One of two things is going to happen with this storm. It's either going to produce an amazing tornado, or it's going to hit hitting. And hopefully it's option 1. So it's actually a dead end, this road here, so I have to head further north and then get on a dirt road if I want to intercept this. And actually it's headed right for me, so I might just stay stationary unless it shifts again. Which, knowing my luck, it probably will. And if the radar is correct, which it is because there is a Doppler on wheels in this server, the tornado is gonna go right where I am. I don't know why I butchered the word tornado, but I did. So I'm gonna need to go further this way because... oh, it shifted again. That makes sense. So, this down here is looking pretty good. And this up here... over by Angora is... well, it has a fair chance at hitting Angora. Probably won't, but it could. Although Angora, the entire town, is just 3 mobile homes. So, there is that. And now it is headed perfectly north, so you've got to head this way and get in the path fast and then deploy if we want to intercept this, because we gotta get up here, and if we don't get in the path, then we're gonna get lifted. And this is actually widened out a lot. This was one of my favorite funnel shapes in the game. So, we're probably definitely gonna get lifted by this. And I already have screen shake, so before anything happens, I'm just gonna deploy here. I don't know why it's forcing me to reverse. The only reason I'm deploying right here is in case the event that is and I got lifted, and I would have anyway, because this tornado has 261 mile-an-hour wind speeds, and I was probably just shoved about a mile south. So now I'm gonna try to get into the path of that one over here, over by Mizpah. So 261 is actually F5 wind speeds, so there you go. The first tornado of the day is enough to do EF5 damage. So this tornado has an orange TVS on it, and it's next to a pretty big hail core. So we're headed from the Hibbing area now, and we're gonna try to get in the path of this thing and hopefully successfully intercept it. So this tornado is already pretty wide, and it has a just straight up and down looking feature. So we need to probably head south as soon as we can, and right here would be a perfect option to do that. It seems that moving south was a great option because it gave us a good opportunity to intercept it right up there, because the tornado is now a pink TVS and it shifted to hit like right here where the sign is. So you can barely see the tornado there, but it is pretty wide, so I think we should be good to deploy like right up there where that Dominator is. That is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna deploy right here, and then hopefully we get done in enough time before we get lifted, and I think we should be good because the mezzanine wind speeds haven't even really started to go up yet. And I actually just realized that we might have messed up because it shifted to go further north, so hopefully it goes back our way. And it looks like there's even a second storm now, so should be another tornado coming right this way after this one. So we could see the tornado was right there, but that was just the inner funnel. The actual thing goes down right there, as you can see. Oh, well, no, that's actually maybe not the tornado. To see it, we need lightning again, and yeah, there it was. So it's just gonna pass us, and it shifted at the wrong time, and we missed the intercept for this one, and it's already way too close to the ground, so don't think we'll be able to do it. Can get as close as we want, as long as the wind speeds don't go over 135 though, and I think that might be what we're gonna do. And it actually is starting to die down to only being a red TVS, so we should be fine to just get right up here. And it's actually tearing up a barn. So I'm gonna try to deploy here. Might not work. That's too late probably. So now hopefully we get all the way deployed before that number reaches over 135. And I think we'll be good. So we're just now reaching 100 miles an hour on the mezzanine. And we're gonna be completely safe from this tornado. And there's the tornado right there, so we're gonna go in it right about now. There we go. Inside the tornado. And we're reading 117 miles an hour on that, and we've now exited the tornado, so we barely skimmed the edge, but I guess that's fine, because it is only a red TVS and now orange. But there is another funnel and maybe tornado down here, so we're gonna undeploy and head south on that dirt road. So we're gonna head south here because we can see the other tornado over there. There's destroyed farm buildings there, so I'd say that's probably EF2 damage because the barns are not the strongest buildings ever. So now we just need to head south and hopefully there's not trees everywhere here. There is a ton of lightning in this storm. You can see all where the lightning is flashed everywhere, and it's just absurd how much there is. And this has an orange TVS and is shifted right for our path again. So that tornado actually left a ground scouring here, and it only ripped the grass out of the ground a little bit, and from what what it looks like, it's like not that bad damage. So overall, this is probably like an EF2 or 3 tornado. And that up there, I'm pretty sure is safe to call a wedge. And it's only at a red TVS too. So this is a strong tornado, and we're gonna intercept it. So we're gonna stop here in case it decides to shift, but for the main area, it's probably gonna cross the road like right in this area. But that is a very wide tornado, and definitely one that we want to get in the path of. And I think it's either growing rapidly or shifted, so we now just need to wait until the radar thing updates to see if the path is still the same, and it is, so I think it's just growing rapidly. So I'm gonna go right here. I am gonna wait for it to get up here a little more. Either that, or maybe I should head south to get on the dirt road. But, well, I'm actually gonna stay here. And it is a pink TVS now, so I'm gonna stay here because the dirt road, I feel like if I go down there, the tornado's gonna already be up here, and I'm not gonna have enough time to deploy. So this tornado up here has finally lifted, and there's no other storms on the map. And this might have shifted. And yeah, it did. It's shifted for Mizpah. So now that is where we're gonna go. And that is a really wide tornado. Oh my goodness. This is also a low mesocyclone, so it's definitely a wedge though. And it's definitely probably the most powerful tornado of today so far. So according to the thing, it should be going about right here. But it very well could shift again, and also the Doppler is not here anymore because the radar is taking a long time to update again. And it's still going for this area. And it looks like it got even wider, so the wind speed seems like it's climbing slowly though, so if anything, that's good. But still very wide and headed right for us. So I'm just gonna make sure it doesn't shift again, and then once it gets close enough, I'll deploy. And it did shift again, so we're gonna head back over here to about the same spot, probably right where the sign is though now. And we are already getting screen shake, so yeah, this is powerful, and we're in the main wind field, or not the main wind field, but we're in the wind field of the tornado now, so we've got to get in front of this thing and then deploy. And I think right here is going to be a good spot. And oh wow, the outer wind field for this tornado is large. So hopefully we get deployed in time. I think it will be good for time. Yeah, it will probably be good for time. Just get to the spikes part. We'll be good. Yeah, we're definitely good on time. And now, okay, we're good. We're barely good, but we're probably gonna get lifted by this anyway. This looks absolutely insane. This tornado is super wide, and we just basically need to survive it without flying everywhere. And the TIV-2 has a main wind threshold of 220 miles an hour, so as long as it doesn't go that fast, then we should be good. But there's already very bad ground scouring here, and I think we're gonna get picked up. It's giving me deja vu from the first ever Twisted video I did, and I'm gone. 1 more mile an hour up on the mesonet, and I'm gone. Yep, there it goes. So top speed of 223, so we barely died. But yeah, this is definitely very wide wedge tornado. It's definitely over a mile wide. Might even be 2 miles wide. So there's that. And also my TIV has broken wheels again. It's also now up to 235 on the mesonet, as I'm still flying around with this thing. And I'm actually now So hopefully I spawn somewhere near here. And oh my goodness, we're all the way up in Funkley. And we still have the debris bits around us. So I think I'm gonna get to Hibbing so we can view this thing. So we're here in Hibbing and we can view the storm from here. And it's very, it's a very, very wide tornado, as you can see there. Oh my goodness. Is this gonna be a new record? That looks like it's 2 miles wide. That actually looks like it's 2 miles wide. This is insane. I have never seen anything like this in Twisted before. That looks like it could be 2 miles wide. And the fact that it's my favorite funnel shape makes it so much better. This could be, a record for public servers. I know the actual Twisted record was the one in, I think Jesse Gillett's server. But, wow, this one is super wide. That, might actually be 2 miles wide. You can see a car get picked up from here. Oh my gosh, Hibbing, shut up. It's taking leaves off of trees from here. It's tearing up buildings that are right there. Right over there, it's probably 50 miles an hour. And it's, 25 years, so. That is just insanity. That might as well have to be 2 miles wide. What's touching the ground might only be 1 mile wide, but this is overall gotta be 2 miles wide about. This is the most insane thing I've ever seen in Twisted. Oh my goodness. This thing is just massive. Oh, I have an idea. I'm gonna get the IMAX seat out of the TIV 2. So, 1, I'm safe, and 2, it's not You can hear the wind from the tornado from here, though. This is insane. That looks insane, though. It's hard to even fit the whole thing in the IMAX seat. This has gotta be at least 1.5 miles wide. This is the largest tornado I've seen in Twisted. Easily. There's no doubt about that. I wonder if there's any other storms. And yes, it looks like this is the only rotation even. Wow. It's definitely shrunk in size. It was much wider. There's just knocked over trees in the middle of farmers' fields. There's just destruction everywhere. There's trees getting flung from that farm over there, and it's tornadoes only remotely close there. But it's headed right for it. And oh yeah, that's probably gonna be EF5 damage in that farm. Wow. If this hits anything, it is 100% gonna be an EF5. I don't know if there's any, yeah, it's definitely shrunk in size, by the way, but I don't know if there's any cities in its path, except maybe Funkley, but, oh yeah, there's a little bit of a debris ball from the farm that's way up here. The tornado's still down here. But if it shifts towards this way, then it could hit Funkley. And, oh wow, I didn't realize how long this has lasted. It's already morning, so we can see it in better light now. I'm gonna get out of the car. But that is insane. We can't really see Funkley from here Actually, that way in the distance might be Funkley. Well, you can see a little car there. Someone's Tiv driving in the field. Not sure what the heck that's about. But this tornado... Oh my gosh. Is that... I think it's ripping up houses. Yeah, you can see the farm barely there. Wow, there's just pieces of the silo. Yeah, this tornado is definitely dying. I'd not be surprised if it's a red TVS by this point, but it's actually even still pink. This tornado has, I think, been on the ground for a real life 20 minutes now. And we're not even in the storm anymore, and that's still going strong over there. I don't even know what to say anymore. That's just... Like, what can you say about this anymore? See if I can, like, focus on the horizon over there. Yeah, there's the destroyed farm over there. It's rotating so fast. There's just people driving by it. This right here looks like the El Reno tornado, like after it started to die down. I wonder if this is gonna be like as wide as the El Reno tornado. It's taking more trees. There's just another Tiv going over there. I wanna check. And finally it's dying. It's a red TVS at this point. We're still down here at Hibbing. It looks that massive from here. It's still a Wedge, and it's a red TVS. That's, like, over by Hazleton, too. It's right next to Funkley. Like, that cellular tower is... oh my goodness, it might be on top of Funkley. I genuinely think it might be on top of Funkley. Oh no, it's past Funkley. It's headed right for Waukesha. I don't think it's gonna hit it before it ropes out. It somehow magically hit nothing though, and yeah, it's an orange TVS, so it's definitely gonna die before it hits Waukesha. But surprisingly, it hit nothing. It started all the way down here, barely past Mizpah, barely past Hibbing, barely past Funkley, and is gonna die right before it hits Waukesha. This is definitely the most insane. This is probably the most long-tracked and widest tornado I've seen in Twisted. But knowing that it's a low mesocyclone, we're saying it's like 2-something miles wide earlier, and it's gonna be like maybe like 1 mile wide, if that. Well, no. If the tornadoes that we saw in the first ever Twisted video that I uploaded were like both a mile wide, like a mile, 1.1 miles wide, this is at least 1.7 miles wide, maybe even 2. And yeah, it's a yellow TVS. It's probably gonna lift like right here. Like, it's gonna, at this point, it kind of has a similar track to what that one bulb tornado did in the video where we used Dominator 2 for the first time. Yeah, here we are in Tiv 2, and it's headed right for Waukesha. I'm guessing it's gonna be a green TVS at this point, and yeah. Now I'm just gonna zoom in at it to watch it rope out. There it goes. It changed shape. And it's probably gonna change shape again. Oh, or just there it goes. And there it goes. That was probably the widest tornado I've ever seen in Twisted. And now it's probably late enough by this point for other storms to... And yeah, I told you, right here, right next to Waukesha. There's like people in Waukesha. And then here I am, all the way down in Hibbing. I watched it travel all that length. Alright, now it's past tornado tracks time. Wait a second. Oh, this is the wrong day, I think. Nope, it's the right day, okay. So, Tornado 1 was... this was already on the ground and lifted, apparently, while we were watching this thing. So, up here is where we intercepted it. This is where it was at its peak speed. Only about 1,600 feet wide, though. It wasn't the widest tornado ever. But then there's tornado number 3. And then here it is at its widest point, where we were stalking it from Hibbing. It's gotta make it. It's only a mile wide, actually. But the outer funnel, 1.5 miles wide. So there it is. Well, 1.6 in total for the entire tornado. I can't even fully capture the length of the tornado on my screen. I'm all the way zoomed out. And like, I can't change the thing either. So, there was the widest tornado that I've ever seen in Twisted, at 1.6 miles wide. And I do hope you enjoyed the video. And I will see everyone in the next video. Goodbye.